Hello everyone, you're welcome once again to Mama Exam Prep Up, your YouTube channel where we solve problems on math, covering different topics. I'm your tutor, Mr. Opoku. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at a problem on an application problem on trigonometry, which has to do with the angle of the elevation. If you're new to this channel, you're highly welcome, and I do encourage you to subscribe to this channel because there is a whole lot you are going to be learning, when it comes to math. You have to improve your math skills, making sure you subscribe to this channel and share the videos to, people that it may be of help to that needs to improve their skills in math. So let's get right into the video. All right, so I'm going to read out the question before we solve. So the question says, the angle of elevation of the top of the building, all right, from a point Z on the ground is 50 degrees. If the height of the building is 124 meters, now the question says find the distance from Z to the foot of the building. All right, so the first thing we want to do is let's try to understand what we mean by the angle of elevation or depression. All right, so, but the idea is this: if you have your eyes, okay, and this is your eye level, okay, there's an object somewhere at the top, and you are to view this object. We'll call this the angle of what? Elevation. So whenever you have an object somewhere at the top, and this is your eye level, you are to view up. So this angle between your eye level and connecting to the object gives us our angle of elevation. How about for depression? For depression, let's say this is the ground and there is something here on the floor and you have to look downwards. So this angle gives us the angle of what? Depression. So this is the angle of depression. So having understood this, we can now solve the question. All right, so the first thing is I want to introduce a sketch here. Okay, we have a building, so our solution, let's have it that this is the building. Okay, just something to show that this is the building. Okay, all right. Now for the building has what? The building has a height, okay, of 124 meters. So the building has this height, okay, we have this height of 124 meters. It is the height. And the angle of elevation, okay, of the top of the building from a point. Now the point, let's extend it. The point, let's say this is the point Z, okay? So has an angle of elevation of 50 degrees to this height, to the top of the building. So it means the angle is going to go this way to the top of the building. So this angle is what? 50 degrees, which we call the angle of what? Elevation. Remember when I introduced it, I said angle of elevation has to do when we are looking what? An object that is what? At a height. Okay? But when we are looking an object that is down below, we have the angle of depression. So most problems that has to do with angle of elevation and depression, forms what we call a right angle triangle. Now from this, I can bring out what? A right angle triangle. Such that, remember, the question says we should find the distance from Z to the word building. So this distance is what we are going to look for. Let's call it distance B. Alright, so let me quickly form the triangle. Okay, so I have this. This is the height of the building, which is 124 meters. This is the distance we're looking for, and this is 50 degrees. So we have formed a right angle triangle. Now from the right angle triangle, we are meant to look for D. And how do we do that? That is ground distance. So we are going to apply the principle of what? SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Now let's look at the one that applies in this case. Okay, so this is our opposite, and this is what our adjacent, and this is our hypotenuse. The opposite is opposite to the angle, then the adjacent is opposite to the 90 degree. That's the hypotenuse, rather, and the adjacent is just the remaining side. So whenever you're solving problems like this, it's always good to label it. This is the opposite to the angle. This gives us the hypotenuse, and the remaining side is the what? Adjacent. So what can apply? Let's check. Now remember, we're looking for D. So we are giving opposite, and we need to look for adjacent. So opposite and adjacent, that means we are going to use what? Tan. So I have that tan what? 50 degree is equals to what? 2r, which is our opposite, divided by what? Adjacent. Now the opposite is what? 124 meter, divided by the adjacent is what? The distance we are looking for. So how do we solve for the distance? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to cross multiply. So let's cross multiply and see what we are going to get. So I have distance to multiply this, so we have distance times what? Tan 50 degree is equals to what? 124 meters. So how do I find my distance? I'm going to divide both sides by tan 50 degree. I'll divide this by tan what? 50 degree. So if we divide both sides by tan 50 degree, we can be able to solve for the distance we're looking for. So this will cancel out this, we're left with the distance that the question is asking us to find. Now for tan 50 degree, you can include that in your calculator. You're going to get 1.1917. Okay, perhaps something of that nature. So if we divide this with our calculator as well, we are going to get now this distance we are going to get 104.048. If you approximate that, we're going to get 104.05 meters. So this gives us the solution to this problem. So the distance from Z, which is this point, Z, to the foot of the building, this is the foot, gives us 104.05 meters. Well guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and share this video with friends and family. I will see you guys in my next one.